all, welcome to ShareTreck. I had to record this session all over again because the first time I did it, there was something wrong with the mic and it didn't record my voice properly. So, and I'm a bit under the weather today, and you can see that you can hear that my nose is a bit congested, so I apologize for the for the bad experience. But let me quickly go through the market action today. I'm looking at the VIX, and the VIX has come down around 10.3% as of now. During the day, it was down 9%. So that's a very good sign. And we need to pierce through the 23.09 support and go down further. So as I said before, when the VIX comes down, the market goes up. So we have indices here, NASDAQ. So if I zoom out on NASDAQ for a one-year view, you would see that we have been having this green channel within which we have been moving for the longest time, as early as 20th February onwards, 2020 onwards. And we had broken down out here. Now each candle here is a daily candle. So you would see that we had pierced the support and came up yesterday. And today we have broken into the support line again, and we have gone back into the channel, which is a very good news. We are still having resistance from the 11-day and the 50-day EMA, which is the blue line and the orange line. And we also have resistance at 15403.44. We have to break through that, and then we are good. So I'm hoping that in the next few days that might happen, because I have been looking at media reports and analysts on various television channels, as well as reputable media, chart masters and all, looking at activities in the chart, and they believe that we are in a turnaround and things are going to move better from now onwards. So I don't have any reason to suspect why not. I'm assuming that once the Omicron-related logistics for distributing tests and giving boosters gets sorted out, I don't see there's going to be much problem, because people are now accustomed to living with the virus, and we are not into a lockdown situation, and I don't think any government is planning to do any lockdown. So things are going to be much better this cycle than it was in the previous cycle. So having said that, let us quickly go into our set of shares. So Bluebird is the topmost here in terms of gains. It has gained 8.12%, which is 87 cents. And as you can see, we were in this downward bearish channel, and we have broken out from it with strong volumes, and we are out, and we have got support both from the 11-day EMA and the 50-day EMA, which is the orange line and the blue line respectively. And we have got earnings coming up on 22nd of February. So MACD is also looking positive. RSI is also pretty good. And in the dark pool, we have got a lot of buy activity. So overall, the sentiment is positive. Let's go on to Beam. Beam is up 3.67%. And it has gone above the previous resistance levels that we had of 81.22. And now it is knocking at the doors of the resistance at 87.54. So we also have support from the 50-day and the 11-day EMA. And we have a resistance from this downward red line, which has been following us from almost 30th of June. We have not been able to break through that, and it's a descending line. It's at the confluence of the previously established resistance, which sits at 87.54 and this downward line. So we'll have to see how we are able to break through it. The MACD is very positive. The RSI is also pretty good, whereas in the dark pool, there has been a lot of selling activity. So despite that, Beam has done well. So really, really impressed with the performance today. Let's go on to ARCG. ARCG has a gain of 3.32%, and it's struggling to stay above the support of 64.97, and it has got the support of the 11-day EMA, and will face a resistance from the 50-day EMA, which is the blue line. Next, let us go on to Vertex. Vertex has been on an upward channel. Now, if you look at this channel, I have zoomed out the view. Now, if you look at this channel, it's most likely to become a triangle, which is also called as a pennant, and it's a bearish sign. So we'll cross the bridge when we come to that. But for right now, we have crossed all our resistances, and they have become support. So our support is at 218.60, and our MACD is looking great. RSI is overbought, so we may see some kind of action happening. And on 2nd of February, we have the earnings report coming up. So if it's a good earnings report, then we can look at much further growth, or else there might be a sideward or downward movement. Next, let's go on to Teladoc, which is up 1.26%, and it's around $1.20 gain. And each of our candle is a one-day candle. We are struggling to go above 97.20, as you can see, which is the resistance. And we have support from the 11-day EMA. And our next resistance after 97.20 is going to be 99.70. MACD is bullish. RSI has got plenty of room to go up, so I'm very positive about Teladoc. The dark pool activity is also showing a lot of purchases, so sentiment is pretty good. Next, let's go on to REGN, which is a 0.61%, that is $3.67. A lot of purchasing activity in the dark pool so far, and still the share has been struggling. So I don't know what is holding it back. Maybe I'll have to look into the company and see if there is any share dilution happening, or maybe there is some other reason for it. But it doesn't seem to be on a strong wicket, let us say that. So I'm grateful for the 3.67% we got today. And the fact that the hammer, the red hammer has got a heavy top shows that the bulls have been successful, and the bears, though they prevailed, have not been able to push it down. So that gives me a bit of optimism, whereas the MACD is bearish and the RSI is very weak. Now let us look at CRISPR, which is down 1.39, but it has managed to stay above the 79.92 support that we have. And I'm very optimistic for CRISPR because the MACD is pretty good and the RSI is benign and neutral, so it can go up further. And let's look at Editas, which is down 1.26%, and it's still above the support of 29.75, and it also has got the support of the 11-day EMA. It's trailing above that, and we have two resistance coming up, 31.66 and 32.83. As far as the MACD is concerned, it is also bullish, and I was trying to find some kind of bullish variance, and I did find a bullish variance here when you compare the MACD to the price action. So I'm very bullish about Editas, and also the dark pool is full of buy orders. So let us hope for the best. This week has been pretty good overall. At the end of the week, we are going to be able to have much more positive momentum, I believe. With that, I would like to leave you for the day, and until we meet in the next session, thanks for your time. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until we meet again. Bye.